Poppin', welcome to the latest and greatest edition of the Talk of the Town Unfiltered podcast. Of course, you know me, it's Showtime, Mr. Talk of the Town. Got the squad with me. Squad, say what up, though. RG, Rich Girl. What's happening, gang?
What's poppin', gang? Rich girl, bad girl with good intentions. Excited, so excited for our guest tonight.
Absolutely. Can I say that this almost matching Ice Cube t-shirt thing that me and RG have going on today, it was not planned. It was just something in our chemistry. I don't know if Mercury is in Gatorade. I'm not sure, but
I was just trying to bring out my inner thug tonight.
Hold on, did you say Mercury and Gatorade?
Yeah, and then what they call it? Mercury and Gatorade?
No, that's not. It's in retrograde.
Oh, well, that too. That too.
Rich girl didn't even catch that.
She don't know.
I don't know.
DJ Green is here too. DJ Green, what's popping?
You know me, man. The party don't stop. I'm just ready to get it cracking.
All right, and we got a special guest inside of the joint with us tonight. We got to welcome Hip Hop Royalty is in here, man. He is one of the legends of hip hop, the underground kings of hip hop. He goes by the name of Mr. Bimmy Antney. Bimmy, what up, good brother? Good to see you, sir.
What's up?
Good to have you here, man.
Good to be here. Green, where your shirt at? Where your Ice Cube shirt at?
They left me out. They won't play, but I don't believe them.
Well, you know, Green's on probation, so he's not even supposed to be here. Like, so really, Bimmy, you don't know this, but we're trying out for new co-hosts, so you're actually trying out for Green's spot. So that's why he doesn't have a show.
Don't listen to that nigga, man.
Yeah. This is an audition for Green's spot. So
he's out of here after today. He's gone.
Right. So Bimmy, do your best.
Okay.
So just be prepared. Stay on your toes. We crack a lot of jokes. So this is your audition. So we want to see if you can make it. So
your audition.
Right. Good to have
you. He has better things to do.
I got you to kill him, so let's go.
Bimmy don't got an audition.
He don't? Okay. Everybody
he wants it. It's his.
Okay. Well, you could be replaced too. Don't get.
Wait. Well, I was actually going to ask him if he wanted to do a show with just me and him, and I was going to give you two Negroes.
Right, and get us out of here. Okay. All right. We'll see how it goes by the end of the show. So, Bimmy, welcome, man. Welcome to the show. Of course, you have been all over the news, all over the blog, all over the internet over the last couple of months, man. The show I watched it on Hulu, but it's initially on. It's an FX show, Underground King. So I binge watched it probably about 3 episodes at a time. Really, really great show, man. Really, really great show. I was looking forward to seeing it before I even watched it, just because I'm a nerd, you know, when it comes to the culture, and you know, I really, really enjoyed hearing your story and hearing the stories of Big U and hearing the stories of your sister Deb and Trick and of course Haitian Jack. So let's kind of start with you in the beginning. Of course, you're from Queens. So growing up for you in Queens, you started out playing sports. You were a basketball guy, right?
Yeah, play ball. Yeah.
Play ball. So how did you transition from playing ball from the basketball court, should I say, into the block? Because you went from the basketball courts to the streets. So how was that transition for you?
Well, it started, you know, I grew up in poverty, you know what I mean, in the city, you know, north side of Queens. You go home, you ain't got nothing in the refrigerator. You know, I'm wearing my sister clothes. I'm wearing her jeans.
Yeah, you said you was wearing Chinese slippers, playing basketball in Chinese slippers.
Yeah, my mom couldn't afford no Nikes or no Adidas, none of that. She wore some Chinese slippers.
How did it work playing basketball in Chinese slippers? Like, how does that work?
You know, what if a nigga step on your foot?
He took the toe out, man. I got beat when I got home because the toe was ripped out. My mom's beating.
No, what about the sole?
My ankle was a toe.
You go up for a jump, your shoe gonna come off. Like
they hug your foot. They don't They don't come off. But you know, I'm flying though.
So you went from that into the street. So what was it like transitioning like into that street life, like being in the streets for you in Queens?
I didn't have a care because transition where I was coming from, I had nothing. So I was getting money. So I didn't care what the consequences. I didn't care about nothing. I was getting money and I could feed myself.
Yeah.
And that's about me feeding myself. you know, then, you know, as I got older, I started taking care of other guys, other people, you know what I mean?
And how old were you? How old were you when you started
like
in the streets?
16, 17.
Oh, wow.
And you were one of 8, right? Your mom had 8 kids?
Yeah, 8 kids.
What number were you?
I was 3.
You were the third.
Third. Yeah,
where's Deb fall?
Deb was the oldest.
She's
Deb
the
is
first.
the oldest. Okay. So you were in the streets, you were playing ball, you transitioned into the streets, and then of course you get connected into I guess one of the most notorious we'll say street guys and street gangs known into the history of
my seniority. That's my college crew.
Right, your college crew. Now they were older than you, right? Like the Supreme team, those guys were older than you. How did you?
They were all 5%ers. Like everybody was like had a God name. Like they believed they was God.
Supreme, Black Just, right?
Black Just, Supreme, Green Eye Born, right? Puerto Rican Righteous. You know, all of them. But my name was Bimmy because I was a Christian. You know what I mean? So I believed in God. So I didn't believe I was God. Everybody else believed they was God. I knew the language. You know what I mean? Like King I love. You know what I mean? When they would say King I love, you wouldn't know what I said when I just said it to you. We abbreviate every letter. King I love.
Kill.
Right.
Kill. You know what I mean? God you now.
Gun.
Hey,
this
is fun. Keep going.
So I knew all the stuff I needed to know. You know what I'm saying?
So when they said meet me at the guard hour, you knew what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Right. Got it.
How you know that?
Come on, man. I've been around, man. Come on.
He don't. Please believe he don't know it for the reasons you think.
He was one of the Virginia niggas that acted like they was from New York.
Don't do that. Here we go. They coming for my head, Bim. They coming for my head. That's okay. Man, you gonna have our own show, Bim. Don't even worry about it.
So okay, fight each other so fast. 5 minutes.
So I want to get into this Supreme Team story because I think this is you know, for me, I want to hear this story from you being the younger of the crew, like you were the baby of the bunch. So how much older than you were they?
They was like 8 years.
They were 8 years old.
Yeah,
wow. So
10 years.
So what was it about you that made them accept you into the crew?
Right.
Well, I knew how to fight. Like
that always helps.
Yeah,
they need soldiers.
Yeah, so right. So it was just one particular time when I first got with Cream, like I started moving with him, and it was this guy by the name of Muscles, and Muscles used to cook cocaine for damn near half of Queens, but Muscles had long nails, so in his nails we didn't know about the oil. So what he'll do is he'll cook the cocaine, and whatever rock up, he'll give it to us, but not let you know it's oil left. The oil is really where the cocaine is at. So he'll put it in his nails. He'll always put it in his nails. And then Preem found out. And Preem had,
so basically he was like skimming off the top. Yeah. He was stealing?
He was stealing. But he worked for crews though. He didn't work for us. He worked for different crews.
Okay.
You know what
I'm saying? He would get paid to cook though, right?
He would get paid to cook. He was a cook in Queens.
Now you're speaking DJ Green's language. This is what he knows about.
Yeah, he knows exactly what you're saying. Go ahead.
So
he's a chef, but yeah.
Preem had this thing with him where it's like, you know, you look at it, he'll give you a signal. And it's called, you know, it's a signal. And the signal is that you gotta get busy. Like so it was like 4 of us coming on the block. Now I didn't know the dude was stealing. I didn't know because I just got with him, you know, with him. So as we in a circle and Preem talking to him, and like as he's talking to him, you know, he knew. Then I found out it was tension because he was stealing. And then Preem looked at me, gave me that look. I just picked him up and I just started.
You did work.
Yeah, the whole crowd just moved away and I just tore him up in the middle of the street. You know, and Preem, he liked that. You know what I mean? So then I was just with him like every day, just with him.
So you were the muscle actually.
I wasn't muscle because I wasn't playing with this. My brother, you know what I mean? I'm this, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? So my brother's that, but we had muscles to do that.
Right.
You know right. You know, I'm not gonna claim that I'm a shooter and nah, you know, I'm not none of that. And you know.
So what was Queens like at that point in time? Because I'm sure that Queens then and Queens now are totally different. So give us, like, paint the picture. Like, what was Queens like as a borough back then? I know it was a lot of drugs. I know it was a lot of crime. But just from, because you come from a totally different perspective. Like, you were actually in the Supreme team, like while all that was going on. Like y'all were like on top of the world. You know what I mean? So what was the borough like for you at that point in time? Like, what did it look like? What did it feel like?
The borough was like it was a lot of teaching. Like it was like loyalty. You know what I mean? It was on backstabbing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I tell you I'm your man, I'm your man. I'm not gonna do nothing to harm you. If you cry, I'm gonna cry. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I don't like the way these guys is moving today. That's number one.
No loyalty.
No loyalty. You know what I'm saying? No honor. No honor. You know what I mean? So with all of us, it's like if we lose something, if somebody lost, or somebody go to jail or whatever, yo, make sure you get a lawyer. Make sure you got money in his commissary. If he can't come out, if you can bail him out, bail him out. You know what I mean? So that's limited. A guy want to snitch or a guy want to do something crazy. So we took care of our people. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference.
Kids, Christmas gifts and all that.
Yeah, we took care of their families, you know, and all that. That's how we was. You know what I mean? So it was nothing. It was nothing until later on in the days where somebody told on us. You know what I'm saying? That was down. When the main guys, you know what I mean? Because you heard the Nicky Barnes story, and he said he told because Guy Fisher was fucking his wife.
Slept with his wife, right?
Girl, whatever.
Right.
One guy was down with us. One of the main guys, like, and somebody else was fucking his wife. So he flipped. You know what I'm saying? So
and then everything was downhill from there.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, you know, the cop killing, the all other shit, the parole officer, they was come for everybody anyway. It was come for everybody anyway.
Now, one of the things, and RG, if you got a question, you can hop in after this. One of the things that I always like to talk to guys from New York from that era about is, especially doing the things that you were doing. Were you traveling to Virginia for like the Greek Fest? Were y'all coming to Virginia Beach to show off? Were y'all doing any? Let's talk about that, because I know that was an era within itself that that a lot of people don't know about.
I did an interview the other day, right, and I was talking about Charlie Mack and Will Smith. They did
Charlie Mack first out.
They did something like that in Philly, and this is the difference between New York now than then, because you have Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island. We all come together and we meet at the airport, or we meet on the highway, on the Parkway. We like, yo, we going to Philly, or we going to Virginia. You know what I mean? Or we going to Atlanta. Atlanta had the what? The Freak Night?
Freak Meat, right? Freak Meat. Yeah. Virginia had Greek Fest.
Yeah, it wasn't. We went down. We wasn't flying. We was our cars. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But but Virginia, hell yeah, we went south, man, Virginia Beach, South Beach. We did all that.
Yeah.
All the company, like our crews and different crews, we came together and we was going. Yeah.
That was a dope time. RG?
You said what?
I thought you had a question. I'm sorry.
Oh no. I was just agreeing. Like, I can remember.
She was reminiscing of her freak.
Yeah, it was
right.
I was having some flashbacks in my whole days. I was like,
I might have bumped into him back then. I don't even remember.
She was the one hanging out of the car with some Daisy Dukes on, with her butt cheeks showing right out of the window. Right.
Let me see them shake. Let me act like I'm laying back. He looks
RG,
familiar.
RG, bend over, RG. He might recognize you.
Do you remember this?
So
do you remember these?
Nah, I don't know you. Let me see them. I ain't out.
They're a little bit saggier now than they were 20 years ago, Benny. So you might not recognize them. They got a little droop to them now.
They're upside down frown now. They used to be smiling. Now they sad. They look
a little different. They look a little different. So you probably don't recognize them. So all right. So at some point you start touring with Run DMC. You hook up with them. Did they take you on the road with them because of your connections to the streets? Were you like their street cred?
Because Jay was in the streets.
Jay was in the streets, right.
So it wasn't like that. It was more or less that they fuck with me and I fuck with them. And, I was intrigued by the music. You know what I mean? At that time, even though I was getting moved in the streets, but I was intrigued in the music, and it was in my neighborhood. So I was like, I fuck with them. You know what I mean? So me and D got real tight. Me and DMC, we was roommates. Like we go on the road, we stay together. You know what I mean? So that's my brother. Like to this day, that's my brother.
Yeah.
So we're on the road. We it's none of that. We all street niggas.
Yeah.
Me, Jay, Hurricane. All of it.
And the David Letterman appearance, was that your first time on the stage with them?
No, David Letterman. My first time appearing was on Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers. Okay. Right.
Oh, you was on Joan Rivers?
Yeah. So what was it like when you went back? Like, because of course you Bimmy from the streets.
Yeah.
And now you're on TV with Run DMC, who
Hollywood
at the time was
Bimmy.
Right, the biggest rap group in the world. Like how was it like returning to the streets?
Now the police is on me hard.
Really?
Yeah, there's a pull me over.
You hot now.
Nigga, don't say nigga. They'll be like, he said, I gotta watch you and my family on TV and I gotta chase you around it.
Wow.
Yeah, they was mad at me. They was mad. Really?
Did the people in the neighborhood accept you more, or were they like happy? Like, all right, Bimmy,
I mean, they always, because I took care of them. It's not like I said, like today. You know what I mean? They don't pay for colleges. They're not taking care of elders. They're not holding the door. You know what I'm saying? They're not teaching the kids nothing. You feel me? We do bus rides, all type of stuff for the neighborhood. Yeah. We have block parties, Easter egg hunt, toy drives, all type of shit. I'm doing it now. They ain't doing it. So the neighborhood knows me, not just for selling drugs, but they know me. Then when they saw me on TV, it made it go even higher.
Right.
And it gave a lot of people hope. Like, yo, damn, this motherfucker, he from 1J.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How long did you tour with Run DMC, and how did that kind of transition into you? I want to get to your time at Def Jam in a minute, but I know there were some things that transpired as far as you getting locked up. How long did you tour with them, and how did that kind of transpire into the conversation that you had with Russell?
See, me touring with Run DMC, I got closer to Russell. Like I know
was he touring with them then?
No.
Okay,
Russell,
because right.
Coleman was.
Okay.
Like Big D is the guy, allegedly his son who supposed to be had killed Jay.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Let's put a pin in that. We'll come back to that.
All right, I'm going. Yeah.
Let's come back to that. But go ahead. No, go ahead. I want to come back to that. But go ahead.
But this story with Leo, how I was messing with Russell. Go on coincide. But so Leo Cohen, he started road managing Run DMC. You know what I'm saying? So Russell left the road. He wasn't on the road. We was on the road with Run DMC. You know what I'm saying? So after that, after the road, I started just hustling. I wasn't even thinking about music or none of that no more. And then Russell reconnected with me because I reconnected with Tommy Tola, Mariah Carey's husband, and Corey Rooney. That's my guy, my projects. You know what I mean? So when that happened, I did a record, a Coogee rap record. It's a Shame. I did that, and then Mariah Carey, The Roof. I brought Mobb Deep on there and put them on the record, and I took the bells from Run DMC record and put on Mariah's record.
It's a lot of Queens energy.
Yeah, so it was crazy. And Tommy, he liked it. And Tommy's like, yo, I want to give you a job. And looked at Tommy, because Tommy told her, I'm from the streets. I'm with Corey, me with Kelly Price, all of us. So I was like, every day in the studio, all of us. And then Tommy said it to me. I didn't know how to react to him. I didn't know how to say, well, I do this, I do that. You know what I mean? He said, yo, let me tell you something. Whenever somebody tell you they're going to give you a job, you make up something. You know what I mean? No matter what it is. I just looked at him. And then I called Russell. Then Russell was like, yo, don't make no moves. He called Leo Cohen and said, yo, put Bim over there. And then Russell called me back and said, yo, go to Def Jam. You're gonna take that job over there. I said, and that's when I started over there.
And did you work in both Def Jam offices?
What you mean?
What's the two Def Jam Street, the office buildings that everybody always talks about?
DMX just got signed. Like,
wow.
If you look at the Rough Riders documentary, when Leo Cohen said that he went to Yonkers when he first seen DMX, you know what I mean? They brought other artists out and, you know, they performed, and, you know, then DMX came and DMX performed. I was there with Leo. I mean, me and him was together. Went to Yonkers together. You know what I'm saying?
And I wanted to get to DMX a little bit later, but since we're here, let's stay here. Man, like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I got in the car today, and the DJ was playing a DMX mix, and I was good until my song came on. Slipping was on when I first got in there, so I was like, okay, I'm cool. Then when he played How It's Going Down, politicking with his chicken, the little hood rat freak from 21st named Waterfalls, like TLC. I'm trying to tell you, like, Waterfalls, B. Like, listen.
I didn't cry, but I felt emotional playing some records this weekend. I thought it was just me. I ain't want to talk about it.
Yeah, nah. When
no, this is a safe place.
I never met
it. Always a safe space. Yeah, when Slipping came on, I kind of felt my heart in my throat a little bit. But How It's Going Down.
What was it that's choking you up, Showtime?
Just like the fact that we lost like one of hip hop's greatest at such an early age, man. And, you know, just the fact that we're losing our legends over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, DMX wasn't the first hip hop artist that died that I cried about. Like, I cried when Prodigy died. Like, Prodigy died on my birthday. Yeah, Prodigy died on my birthday. I was at lunch with my family and I got the news and I just burst into tears. Like, tears.
Yeah, DMX had anthems.
Yeah,
songs that, like, Rough Riders anthems, like stuff like that. Like, when you hear that,
yeah,
it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like such an allegiance type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never forget it.
Bimmy, do you have a favorite DMX story?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm gonna show you a picture that the last time I seen him, we together.
Hold on.
I see. Where was that at?
Foxwoods. You see him in the casino?
Mm-hmm.
You see him? You see him right there?
Yeah. See him right there. Yeah.
Hold it up one more time. Hold it up one more time.
I'll make it more clear. I mean, another one. We took a couple of pictures.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because my nephew, we was there celebrating my birthday, and I don't know, we didn't plan it. X was there. I don't know why he was there. You know, I mean, I think he had a show, whatever. But we had like 50 people with us, and we just partying and whatever. And I was in a circle. And I seen X, and I said, "Yo," I said, "Told my nephew, go get him. Tell him I'm in here." And he said, "Nah, man, I don't know him, man. He might tell me down his face." I said, "Man, tell him it's me, man." And he was just scared. You know, young kid, he ain't no better. I went and got him. I stole the thing. I said, "Yo, see me?" Yo, he went crazy. Grabbed me, hugged me, and I hugged him because, you know, one of the artists at Def Jam, you know, and I worked with him. It was him. You know what I mean? Because I can, you know, we both recognize who we are. You know what I'm saying? And where we come from.
Right.
And, you know, I always champion X because, you know, not just because his background or where he came from or you know, he was a foster child and all that type of stuff. But he was a genuine person. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. He'll sit there, he'll talk to a bum on the street, and that's the things I do. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I feel if I got food in my car and ride past a bum, if I don't give it to them, I feel like I did something disjustice, you know, to myself. I didn't give that bum that food, and that's who he was. He was a genuine person. Like when he went to Canada to the video, I called him. I said, "Yo, how you get in Canada? You got a felony." He said, "You don't ask dogs stuff like that." You know what I mean? And I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go tomorrow." So I'm gonna go tomorrow because I was shooting LL video. That's from Canada, you know, shoot videos in Canada. I get on a plane, I get arrested.
Wow.
I got a felony.
Right.
And actually tell me how I got in, how I got through. You know what I mean? But,
well, that's something that you and DJ Green have in common. So maybe y'all should do a show together because he has felonies.
I ain't going to Canada.
But you have felonies though, so that's something.
But I can get out. I mean, but you can still get it now. You can, can't you?
No, I got in. I did a tour with Waka. Me and Waka, I got in. You know?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So look, I want to go back to Queens just a little bit because, of course, being connected with Supreme, and I know you get this question a lot. Your relationship with 50. I know he's somebody that you saw kind of grow up, and you were there for him throughout his career, especially in those early years. How has your relationship with Fifth transitioned over the years? You know what I mean? I know it could be hard when you on one side, he on one side. Like, how was your relationship with him kind of evolved over the years, and where does it stand now?
With 50?
Yeah.
Well, you know, me and 50 signed something together. I'm going to come on my life story under him. You know what I'm saying? So me and him been involved. You know,
TV show or book?
TV show.
Okay.
Series.
Yeah.
Like Netflix, Hulu.
Nah, HBO Max.
Okay. Well,
that's a big
if you're
check,
looking for
Bimmy.
an actress
That's a big check
to be in the movie, Bimmy,
big check.
I'm available, Bimmy. If you're no, Bimmy, I need you to remember this.
He wants you to be a success.
I could play a crackhead, a whore. I do it all.
We had a lot of girls that was backing up naked.
Well, I got to do what I got to do. It's a movie, you know. If the check is right, I will come out of these clothes easily.
She doesn't mind doing something strange for a piece of change.
Some of my old ways just will not go away. Some of my whole ways just
she don't mind doing something strange for a piece of change, Bimmy. She does not mind.
That was the old me. I got to remember. I'm saying
I ain't gonna do that to you.
I'm older now. I'm not like that no more.
Can we smile no more? They ain't smiling no more.
Huh?
They ain't smiling.
No.
Upside down. That frown is upside down. Upside down.
These things are smiling, child. You see how perky these things are. Little things. Some things.
It's amazing what Dr. Miami can do. It's amazing. So can we talk about 50, please? This we get off track like this every single week. So okay, you and Fifth have the situation now. He's working on. You all are working on your series for HBO Max. Let's work backwards a little bit. So. Of course, 50 gets shot 9 times back in the day. You were there. You were on the block. And you knew what was going on.
Nah, what happened was I wasn't involved in none of that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm at Def Jam. Matter of fact, I wasn't even at Def Jam yet. I was with Corey Rooney, Soul Convention with Prince Mark D. God bless the dead from Fat Boy.
Absolutely.
And God bless the dead Mark. You know, I was with them. And after it happened, me and Corey was with Mariah. We was in the studio in the Hit Factory. And Ja had a studio on the first floor. 50 was upstairs. I'm I'm roaming the whole studio. I mean, I'm running around the whole building. You know what I mean? So I go into Ja in the room, and Pras from the Fugees is in there. And you know, dudes is talking. There's a bunch of girls in there. Yo, I see 50. I'm blah blah blah. Pras break out and say, yo, 50 upstairs. So put them in a position where they got to react.
Oh, so they was already beefing at this point.
They was already beefing. It was already, you know what I mean? So once he went upstairs, they started fighting, whatever they did. I'll come out the studio, I'm standing down in the lobby. I see Fifth come downstairs, but he had a jacket. He was tucked like this. And I'm saying, yo, what's up, homie? You all right? He said, I'm all right. And left, went out. So then, the words are coming out that would happen. You know what I mean? So then after he got hit, I was going to the Sony studio, like just months, whatever later. I go to Sony studio, he's in there. And I seen him with premiums down the block in Hit Factory. And when I seen him, I said, yo, you all right, bro? What's up? Whoa. And he pulled a whole, like a banana clip. He was right. You know what I mean? And I said, yo, bro, do your music, man. I said, leave that shit alone. Do your music. You know what I mean? That's before he came out. You know what I mean? So I could have snake. I'm like, yo, Preem, he down the block. You know what I mean? I could have been doing shit like that, and
right? Yeah.
Nigga, but I don't move like that. You know what I mean?
So how do you feel, Bim? Like when you hear records, right? Because there's been a lot of records over the years that have mentioned Preem and Supreme Team, and just a lot of people like Black Just, like those names have been mentioned in hip hop over the years. Like, how does that make you feel? Like because I know when I hear certain things, again, I'm a nerd, so I wanted to know like about Black Just, or I wanted to know about like E-Money Bags. Like I want to know these things. So like I Google, or if I don't know, like I'll just say, well, what is this about? Like, how does that feel to you when you hear those names or those songs and things like that you actually lived through in the music?
Yeah, but all of them mention all our names, and me and E-Money Bags, we used to try to manage Nas at one point. With Nas like every day. Me and E-Money like every day. You know what I mean? And then, that's why he mentioned Black Judge. That's why he mentioned my name in Nas' song. You know what I mean? Because we was moving. You know what I'm saying? So, and plus guys know, the work we put in the streets. So when they mention my name, they paying homage to what we have done. You know what I mean? So it's not like we mad. I wasn't mad. They got mad when 50 did, I think it was Ghetto Quran.
Yep.
They got mad when he did the Ghetto Quran. But I wasn't mad. He mentioned my name. I know niggas like Bimmy and Joe. You know what I mean? Get dope. You know what I mean? He mentioned my name. So I wasn't mad. I was hyped because I was trying to do music. I was like, yeah, nigga, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But you got dudes that was still in the game. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes that still was in the game. I don't know if they took offense to it, but they really ain't, that guy, they really ain't know him. Like, I think, we should have waited. They should have waited, whatever, and didn't really, like, see what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Because what happened to him, I would never approve of it. I would never be part of it. I'll never be down with it.
E-Money Bags.
Even E or 50. I don't any of that.
Right.
Because, like I said, like I just told you, me E was riding. We was trying to get to Nas. We were with Nas, but we was trying to manage him. You know what I'm saying? 50, my man Just, God was dead, Just was taking care of 50. He bought his boxing gloves. He took him to the gym. We was all together. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but Preem was away at the time. He was doing 10 years in prison. So, we all was friends. We was all, you know what I mean? So it's like your big brother come home. So now I gotta befriend all you guys. I wasn't moving like that, bro. You know, because I was raised different. Like if I tell you I love you and I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who, my mom or whatever, because my laws, I was raised in the streets, and my laws is the street laws.
Different, right?
It's different. You know what I mean? I'm gonna honor you. I'm not gonna forsake you. I'm not gonna, I don't care about all other shit. You know what I mean? I'll fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And I really mean it. Like, even with Just, like when he got killed, I was in my office at the time at Def Jam. I was in my office, and E-Money Bags, he fucked with Skane.
Skane Dollars.
Yeah, Skane Dollars with Clue. So Skane was his office right here, my office right here. So he had to pass my office to get to Skane office. So when he passed my office, my door was open. So I'm looking, I'm at my desk, and I don't know what I was doing, but I'm at my desk, and he seen I was at my desk. Now, mind you, just got killed. He came in my office, shut the door, and he said, and I'm looking at him, and he said, that wasn't for Just. You know what I mean? And I just looked at him. He just kept saying, yo, that wasn't for Just, Bill. That wasn't for Just. And then I just looked at him, and I just said, yo, E, that's Just, though, bro. I said, he's dead. I said, Just. That's all I said. That was Just. He walked out. And that was that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, and that's one of those stories that we hear about throughout, just through hip hop. Like, that's one of those stories that we hear about constantly. But it's good to kind of hear it from somebody who had hands-on experiences with E-Money Bags. Because again, you got to think. I remember hearing E-Money Bags from his name on the Firm record. Like when Foxy said E-Money Bags with Moet Sean Don, 62, and they ain't got a clue what we're about to do. Like those are things that again, 20 years old, 20 years ago that you think about. Those names have been ringing bells throughout hip hop. But you talked about the streets, like, and the differences between the industry, like, and you talked about how there's loyalty in the streets and how there's a certain level of respect in the streets. A lot of times you don't see those same rules in the industry, right? And you're somebody who, and I don't know if you would say this, would you say that you ended up being blackballed from the industry at some point? I know you talked about like Tina Davis and things like that.
I just talked to Rob Love tonight.
Rob Love's a great guy. Shout out to Rob Love. He's a great guy.
And that's my guy. And Tina Davis just did his show. And I said, yo, my man in VA, I'm in VA right now. My man, you put me on the phone with Trey Styles. Trey Styles,
yeah, because Trey Styles used to be a Def Jam rep. Right. So you know Rob Love, right?
Yeah, with Rob. And I said, yo, nigga, I can say nigga, man.
Yeah, go ahead. You just said everything else.
I'm gonna give you that.
Rich girl is stripping in the background. Of course you can say nigga. Like,
Dreads, you might be on some black shit.
I definitely am, but you could always say nigga. Nigga's always allowed.
Yo, I said, yo, just give me the play-by-play. Like I said, you got Tina on your show, nigga. You let it move. He said, nah, I'm gonna tell you real. Tina said she love you. You know what I'm saying? She said she love you because they seen the doc, and even with Kevin Lyles, I didn't speak to Kevin yet, but I had to keep it real. Like it was a situation in there where the director and the producers called me, and they said, "Yo, it's your call. It's your call. You got something in the doc that, you know, Jay-Z." They said, Jay, like they used Jay-Z's song in the doc. And I said something about Jay in the song in the doc. I said, I just finished Slick Rick album, right? And Jay and Kevin Lyles was in the office. And I came in there, they was making a bet that Slick Rick album ain't gonna do too much.
Art of storytelling or no? Art of storytelling, okay.
They said it's gonna do a buck, you know, whatever. We wound up going gold. First #1 album in the world. You know what I mean? And I said it. And they said, yo, they sent the doc to Jay-Z and they said they played it for him because they want to use they want the license for his song that they, in a little segment, y'all seen it. You ain't seen it yet, did you? The segment,
I've seen it, yeah.
The segment that they use for Jay, all that stuff, you know, whatever. And they said, we coming to you first, we with you. Now, Jay like, yo, can I take that out? That part out, what I said. You know what I'm saying? But it's your call. I said, you know, I'm a team player. I don't want to fuck the doc up because I just said that bullshit.
Right.
I said, take it out. I said, take it out. It's cool. I'm good. So Malcolm Spellman, you know, he did the Marvel comic shit. And he had called me. He said, yo, I owe you a favor. Now, you know, Malcolm Spellman is the hottest nigga in Hollywood right now. Hottest nigga. Hold on, Tiff.
Yeah, director?
Yeah, producer. He Empire. He the one that produced Empire.
Right.
Okay.
Malcolm Spellman. So Malcolm's like, yo, tell 50 Bim, y'all come to HBO Max, I got you. You know what I mean? Because they love that nigga in Hollywood. He's that dude. I mean, I owe you a favor. Because I said, yo, I don't care about that. You know what I mean? What I really wanted was for Russell to be in the doc. Because me and Russell filmed for like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So much footage of me and Russell. But Disney's like, yo, gotta take him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like me and Big U in the Breakfast Club, we talked about it. And we like said, yo, we all felons. We all got felonies.
Yes, we are.
Russell, that's right. Yeah, great.
Yep, we are. We all are felons. We all are. Yep.
Oh, you felon too?
Yeah, I'm a felon too.
What you do?
I put in that work.
Oh, okay.
Look at my wrist. I put that work in.
You put that work in, but there wasn't no felony charge.
Put my work in. This wrist I met. I met this wrist. Not this wrist.
Oh, that.
She put in work like the city girls.
Drinking is a
Right? It was city girls work, not Jeezy work, like Snowman. Nah. So how did this is what I want to ask. So when they told you that Russell couldn't be in the doc, as someone who kind of mentored you throughout your career, like how did that make you feel? Because I know y'all had a decision to make, so to speak, and I think Big U went back and forth with Disney a couple of times. So how did it feel when it finally came down and they said, nah, we're not gonna we can't run this play like this?
I mean, we talked about it earlier about loyalty, and I felt that I didn't feel that with them. Cause we just gave them a good project, a great project, and this man here, is the father, the forefront for hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
We can say what we want to say. You can say Grandmaster Flash, all other people, Melly Mel, Russell, Run DMC is the first rap group on TV. And they come from him.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all not gonna have them on this doc that's serious, that's showing the birth and the realness of it? Not you put 2 Chainz, no disrespect to him. Not you throw all these guys on there, Nas. You can throw all these guys on there and give them all our seats. You can put any MC up, anyone, and give them all our seats. And see when them guys touch your soul the way we did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, how you not gonna have Russell on there?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it all comes back to Russell. Like,
yeah,
if you're having a conversation about hip hop, and if you're having a conversation about legends of hip hop, there's no path to it without Russell Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No, it's definitely not.
There's no pathway to it without Russell. So,
yo, man, I'm telling you something, man. Russell was a great man. You know what I'm saying? And the girl, I know her. You know what I mean? But Russell, you know, Green, you a DJ, you know, like.
Is he though?
Yeah, I am. I don't do it full time like I did back.
Is it, Bimmy?
Playing your iPod up does not make you a DJ.
No.
Don't listen to them niggas. You tell what you gonna say.
Well, you see how she just said, her whole days? You see how she said her whole days? That flew off her tongue real quick.
I can admit it. You can admit your past. I can admit my whole days. Like I had my whole days.
Go back to this now. If Russell was a hoe or Russell did those back in the days. Mm-hmm. Now a man come up and say, "Yo, yeah, you put something in my drink," or just make it up. Yo, you did this to me, you did that to me. But you already set up your whole days. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Back then, like I told Russell, I said, Russell, I'm being real with you. We grew up in a rape era. That's real.
What does that mean?
I mean, niggas running trains on girls, all types
of
shit.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, all that shit was going on. We know that. All that shit was going on. You feel me?
No, I want that type of hoe. I was a. I had
when you use the term to rape her, like you're thinking the wrong way. He's not saying, well, niggas out here raping bitches.
Hold on one second. Bimmy, can you do me a favor? Just because this is your initiation to being the new host of the show, I need you to ask Rich Girl how many trains have been ran on her. And
how many trains ran on her?
I have never had a train ran on me. Never.
Oh, they put the whole screen on you.
I've never.
So you never had 2 guys?
Never in my life. Never. Why would like that's so much work?
You said put your right hand up.
When you were stripping at the candlelight, and them niggas was pulling them dollar bills out and putting that stuff in there. You try to tell me it ain't get a little freaky. You might not remember everything. Like you said, it was the rape era. You might not remember.
Yeah, you might not. Hey, Rich Girl, you might not remember though.
Well, yeah, I mean that is true. I'll give you that. So it don't count because I don't remember. So the 50 trains that I had ran on me don't count because I can't remember them.
Oh my God!
Those joints ain't gonna be perky.
So much for those sponsors we were trying to get for the show, guys. So much for those sponsors we were been working on. So okay.
I shoot high, y'all. That's good. Don't worry about it.
Oh man, I had Disney and Coca-Cola.
How many trains have y'all ran on somebody? How many trains have y'all ran?
Whoa!
I can't count.
Oh. So it's your average thing. You still run trains today? At this age, you still run trains?
Called threesomes.
Oh, they don't call them trains no more. They're threesomes. So when did they stop saying like gangbang? Do they still call it?
We used to call it running G's, but yeah. With G stand for gangbang.
Do you run G's today?
What threesomes?
I don't. I mean,
you have threesomes today? You guys have threesomes?
Girls, more than one woman.
I'm a married man. I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Your late teens.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna sit this one.
Your late teens, early 20s, but like
doing that.
Most women grow out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because they realize they pussy's worth something. You know what I'm saying? So
they realize they pussy worth something. Hey,
yeah, like when a girl gets a train right on, she really has no idea that the pussy's worth something. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You dumbass. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Most of them wake up.
So do you do trains today? I mean, threesomes today?
No, I did. Threesomes with more than one girl, yes. But you talking about trains? No.
Oh, threesomes, you would have 2 girls, and a train is 2 guys and a girl.
Yes.
Or more guys.
Or more guys.
Right.
Well, where do they all go? It can only be 2.
It's like, a train. You wait.
One in the front and one in the back. One on the side.
It could be 3.
One in her ear. Like where do the other guys go?
You wait your turn.
So you just sitting there rock hard waiting to go in.
Yeah.
Out and see, that's too much.
I'd like to go first because I didn't like that waiting feeling. I don't visit a lot of the trains anyway, so you know what I'm saying. So I could go first. It didn't really matter.
Yo, Green, you see this girl when she said rock hard, how she had her head? Yo, she had to use her head. She said, rock hard.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Sponsors, I apologize. I apologize, sponsors.
We can hurt me like this.
Oh my gosh. Sponsors, I apologize. I had another question for Bimmy. Let's see. I've lost my place. Let's see. Rock hard, DMX story. I don't know where to go from here. I don't know. I consider myself a professional, but I don't know where to go. I'm sorry.
How many interviews have you had?
I've got all these questions written down.
How many interviews have you had?
None of these questions are good transitions from threesomes.
And they've asked you about running trains and gangbanging.
This is the first one.
Oh, really? I'm pretty sure it's going to be your last one.
Okay, so okay.
He never answered the question about game. He like, yo, what these niggas got me talking about up here?
Okay, so Bimmy, Deb's your sister, and yeah. Let's see. Let's talk about music. So we talked about some. Well, let's talk about some of the artists that you work with. I want to go there for a little bit. Some of the artists that you work with. We said Run DMC. We said DMX. Who else? At Def Jam outside. Mariah Carey. Who else?
Hello, Cool J.
Foxy.
Slick Rick. Foxy. Mobb Deep. Snoop. Warren G. Method Man.
These are A&R or producer?
Producing in A&R. Because all my albums that I've done, I always bring features in. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'll do the track, whatever, and bring the feature in. I tell them what I want. Nas, you know what I mean? A lot of them.
And one of the things that you don't get credit for, I didn't know this until maybe a week ago, or maybe when I was watching the show, I can't remember, but you are the originator of the term GOAT.
Yeah.
What?
Can we talk about how that came about? Because that is a phrase that I think it was on the show when you talked about it, but that's a phrase that has transcended generations, starting with LL and kind of going on now. Like now the young people say that you've been goated. That's what my daughter says. She says you've been goated.
So what does goated mean?
It's the same thing. It's just like putting a pat, like you've been goated, like you've been crowned, like you've been,
You're the greatest.
Yeah. So how did that come about?
What happened was me and Ella, we just finished the album. We just finished this album, and we was coming back from LA, and we was on a plane, and I was sitting here, he was sitting here. And we just throwing names out for the album. Because, you know, after you finish the album, you have, you know, think of the track listing and think about what coincide with the album. So, you know, I play basketball. So, Earl, the GOAT, Man of GOAT, was one of my favorite players from the streets, like Joe Hamm, Pee Wee Kirkland. You know what I mean? Those are I like street ball players. You know what I mean?
Pee Wee from Virginia.
Yes.
We went to Norfolk State. Yep.
Yeah, Sam Worthing, like Eddie Lee, like these guys. I was little, but Eddie Lee was one of my heroes. You know what I mean? God bless him. You know what I mean? And I said to L, I said, but L his first one of me, you want to call it General or Cumbays, and you can Google it. I don't know who that guy is, but you want to name it that.
Horrible name for an album.
Yeah, horrible. And I said the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I said you the GOAT. I said you've been in the game how long? You know what I mean? I said if I want a career, I would want your because you still here, you still relevant, you still doing your thing. I want you the GOAT, bro. You the GOAT. And then L, I'm giving the credit for abbreviating and saying greatest of all times. He said, yo, that's the name of the album. So I got the Def Jam the next day and I told Kevin Lyles, I said, yo, title of the album is the GOAT. I mean, I ain't gonna say who, but they got mad. Like, how you gonna call yourself the GOAT, the greatest of all time? Artists.
Wait a minute. Stop right there. So you're not going to say who. So, but I'm going to break this news. No, it's not breaking news. I'm going to say who was in the Def Jam offices at that time was someone whose last name was Carter. That's all I'm going to say. I'm assuming this was prior to the presidency, before they were President Carter. Can we dive into that just a little bit, like the unspoken beef between those two?
It's like this, right? And me and L talked about it, right? I can't be an artist and still want to be an artist and be a president of a label and tell you what to do with your album. It ain't gonna work.
Right.
It's not gonna work.
It's a conflict of interest almost.
No matter who are the artists, whoever it is. And you see the thing DMX said he won off.
Would you say that Jay's tenure as president was successful?
I mean, what did he accomplish on it as a president?
Rihanna.
She's a dope. To me, she's the best artist though. Out of all the women, Rihanna's the best. I'm gonna keep.
Yo, they Beyonce stands. I fucks with Rihanna.
Rihanna's a bad chick.
Yeah,
that's a bad chick, yo. I'm being real.
She's great. She's great. But answer the question: Jay's tenure at Def Jam. Would you say, as president of Def Jam, would you say that it was successful?
No. One artist. You know about Def Jam history?
Absolutely.
How many artists you know on that label?
Tons.
A lot.
All right, that's it. Tons. You talking about one? You just said Rihanna. You're talking about tons.
I mean, that's what I can think of off the top of my head, though. But we got to put Jeezy.
No, say it. If you can't say it, then
I give you Jeezy.
All right, Jeezy. You gotta get it. And then one more. Done.
Tierra Marie.
Man, she want my man some money, man. We ain't going with that.
You were the child. You was really.
She don't get no credit. We can't go with that.
Yeah,
no?
She get credit.
Okay.
She get
no disrespect.
He got three. He got three now.
Right. Right. I got you.
Totally different. We come on Def Jam.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing over there now, but they got to switch that program up, bro.
They still don't have a president, right?
I don't know who the president. I don't know who.
I don't think they have a president at this point. I know at some point, somebody was trying to be the president. Somebody was vying for the spot of president. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head. Somebody was saying that it should be them.
Well, I got a call. I'm speaking to somebody. They asked me to go. Will I take a meeting over there?
Mm-hmm.
They asked me, will I take a meeting? And I said, I'll take a meeting. Just to see.
Do you need an assistant?
I could be an assistant over there. I also, in addition to me acting in your movie, I can also be an assistant. over there at Def Jam. I'm talented. I'm really talented. Cut in the back of your mind.
I got
girl, gangbang, all that in your mind.
You never been gangbang. I can't say that about you.
All right, I never done it. Right, I've never.
It's the first time for everything.
Girl has a gangbang.
Right, it's the first time for everything.
Not that she can recall.
RG, ask your question. RG, ask your question.
What?
Do you have a threesome?
Uh-oh.
Ever?
No.
She's lying. She's lying.
Larceny.
She's lying.
Larceny.
I've never had no threesome. That's too much.
You can't be an assistant if you're lying, RG.
Let's ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. What is your fantasy?
What do you mean? Like what? What? Okay, Showtime. Look there.
Showtime for the
how did he get to ask
Put it back on him.
He's auditioning.
What's my fantasy of what?
Of a man.
My fiance.
Oh man, I don't want to hear that.
Fired.
That's my fantasy.
Fired. She's fired, Bimmy.
Fired.
She's fired. Get her out of there.
Job already.
He's my fantasy.
Get her out of here.
Well, how did he get to asking the questions?
How
about that?
He's applying for your job. He's auditioning for your job, right? He's auditioning for your job, Green.
I start tomorrow.
You're hired.
I'm right in the middle.
Green, don't show up tomorrow. You're done. It was good knowing you.
So let me ask you some music questions, Bimmy. I want to ask you some music questions before we let you go.
Come on.
Go, what you got?
Crates of records back there, yo.
You said, what'd you say?
The records, the crates you got back there.
I collect. I'm a collector, so I have about 25.
Yesterday, DJ B. Yo,
yeah, I got about
crazy.
Yeah, B can't see me. B can't see me.
I'm gonna tell you who will kill y'all both together.
Who?
You ready?
Biz Markie?
No, Biz. I ain't going. Clark Kent.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Clark Kent. Yeah.
Absolutely.
He got the best record collection.
I got 2,500 right here. I got probably another 1,000 in my dining room, and I got a storage. I probably got about 5,000 in.
Are they worth anything?
Damn.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Like we got the online record store. So this is just a personal collection. Like over there on the other side of the house is the inventory that we sell, and in my storage unit is the inventory that we sell. Yeah,
that's crazy.
So shout out at Remix Vinyl Record Boutique. If you're looking for some vinyl, be sure to shop with us. So yeah. Let's talk music though. Let's talk music. Favorite. I want to ask you a couple questions. Favorite album from a Queens artist.
Run DMC. Run DMC. Raising Hell.
Favorite. That's your favorite Queens album ever.
Favorite.
Okay. All right.
Monumental.
Is it because you were there living it at that time?
Nah, I was there when they made it.
Right. That's what I mean.
Yeah. It's like the shit Peter Piper, my Adidas, you know what I mean? Mary, like the records they made.
Run DMC the greatest group of all times to you?
Yes. Hell yeah. Hands down. And I'm not being biased. I mean, real, don't think I'm.
You are.
No.
Yes, you are.
What group can I say? What group can I say was greatest all time?
Well, I'm
nothing wrong with being biased, by the way, but yeah.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna get to that in one second.
Yeah. And I like Run DMC, but I think Wu-Tang Clan's a better group.
I said that earlier.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, Wu-Tang.
Will we ever see a 50 Cent versus Ja Rule versus?
No.
Why not?
Too much. There's too much tension, too much hate.
Even if they're not in the same room.
That's not happening because they seen what the Jeezy and the Gucci did. Like they're like, yo, they getting on Jeezy because you ain't doing nothing to this nigga. Like you know, it won't happen.
Do you think that Jeezy is a clone? Because I do.
You're running out of questions.
No. This
Gucci.
No,
right?
Jeezy is also a clone, I believe.
Both of them. Oh, okay.
Bimmy, this is my theory. Young Jeezy is a clone. He's not the snowman that we all know. I think the original snowman has been kidnapped and been replaced by a totally different person. This person that we know,
the Chinese girl.
I cannot.
Sponsors, we're so sorry.
He's talking about cocaine. He married a Chinese girl.
He's a totally different person. He's Jay Jenkins now. He's a totally different person, and I don't know.
You grow with age, Bimmy. You can relate. You mature. You don't do the same things or act the same way that you were when you were younger. He's a grown man now. He's crossed over to manhood.
Asian woman.
I mean, I know you would imagine him to be with a big booty, big titty, slim waist.
I would
working female.
No, I think you'd have been a petite girl, like a, you know, like I remember Preem said to me one day, he was never amazed by like girls on TV, you know, all that shit. He said, I could dress a girl up in projects like that. She look better than her. And that's a fact. Just the aura. Just the aura.
About you mean project girls?
Project girls.
That's your favorite type of chick?
Of mine?
Yeah.
Because you know what? A project chick, if you got one of them bougie girls, her nails, her hair, all that, and I set the garbage can on fire, and we get out the room, she gonna look at the fire like, the project bitch gonna be like, yo, nigga, let's go. Let's get up out of here. You know what I mean? It's different.
Well, speaking of getting out of rooms, you know, RG was in a room with Biggie one time, and Faith came in and kicked the door in. RG, would you like to share this story with our guests?
No.
Please, RG, please don't
hear this story.
You can share the story, Showtime.
Bimmy, you've seen the movie. What's the movie called, RG? The Biggie movie.
The Biggie
Notorious?
Movie.
Yeah, Notorious. Okay, so there's a scene in Notorious where Biggie is in the hotel room with a young lady that's not Faith. Faith calls him on the phone or whatever. She's talking to him. Then she gets off the phone. She feels that he's cheating. Then she hops on the plane and flies to another location, right? I don't know if you remember that or not. That location was Virginia. The girl that was in the room with him was your soon-to-be assistant, rich girl. Faith came in, kicked the door, waved the 4-4, knocked rich girl upside her head.
Yo, rich girl, when did that happen?
If I'm lying, I'm flying.
It was my friend. I was at that hotel and I had introduced my friend to Big. And my friend came knocking on the door and was like, Big's wife just beat me up.
Oh, shit. This shit is real.
Like, she answers the phone. She was at the hotel and Big and them had left to go to Waffle House to get food for, you know.
For y'all.
For
the whole.
For them.
Hold on.
For the trainees.
Hold on. You ain't telling us the real. You're not giving us the real shit. But gang, we listening.
So he went to go get food, and the phone rung in the room, and she answered. And so Faith's like, you know, who the fuck is this? And she hangs up. And Faith really booked the flight and came to Virginia. Knocked on the hotel door. Big told her to answer. And she kicked that door in. Wow. But it was not me. It was my friend. It was my friend.
Okay.
So she booked her friend.
And my friend cut me off after that.
Oh, she did?
She never talked to me again after that.
Why?
Like, I introduced her to him.
She got mad at you for that?
Wow.
I didn't realize that.
Yo, that's an ill story, yo.
It really, when they put that in the movie, it really did happen. Like, it really did.
You know what's crazy? Anthony Mason, he just played for the Knicks. And Big was fucking with his wife, with his girl, like his wife. And Big came to me.
I mean, was his wife? He was married to the bro.
His baby mother. Yeah, his baby mother. And Anthony came to me.
This is a great story.
For a gun.
Jeez.
And I was like, yo, what's the problem? You know what I mean? And he said, yo, I gotta handle something. I said, yo, Mason, I'm not giving you a gun, man. You're playing for the Knicks. Hold on, bro. Who is it? We'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And years later, I found out it was Big. He was fucking with his wife. You know what I mean?
I didn't think it was true. I
saw a Fat Joe interview. He said it, but so did he really come home when Big was there?
I don't know how it went. You know what I mean? But I just know my man, because he's from Queens, Mace from Queens. Mace came to me and he, you know, I guess he really wanted me to know what was going on because he was going to go there and shoot somebody, you know what I mean? So he wanted me to really know what was going on. So he came to me and asked for the gun. So, you know, I'm asking, like, what do you need a gun for? You know what I mean? You play for the fucking New York Knicks.
Right.
Wow.
You know, what do you need a gun for? You know what I mean? I did ask that question, and I told him, don't worry about it, we take care of it. But I'm not knowing that is
big, right?
You know what I'm saying? Until later on in life, and then somebody, I got a story to tell.
So even when you heard the song, you still didn't put two and two together.
I still didn't put two and two together. Still.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Until somebody told me that, we talking about your man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, wow.
Because I had heard the Anthony Mason story, you know, just in recent years. And I was like, all right, well, you know, that's just something, you know, the internet make anything up. And I didn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, you know, big, he right. He, you know, he's just a great storyteller.
Yeah, I thought it was just some bullshit.
Yeah. Nah, Mace was hurt. Mace was mad. He was mad. He was hurt. He was mad. You know what I mean?
Crazy. Do you think that we are as hip hop, do you think we're losing control of the culture?
We've been lost control, man. Yeah, let me explain something to you. When you got our culture bragging that we got billionaires, and not one of them billionaires bought a label or bought a radio station, I'm not bragging about you no more, man. And you still got us fucking with these people talking about what they doing to us, but y'all got billions and ain't come put the ladder down and say, yo, come up. I'm not doing that.
I was looking at something today that was actually talking about Nas and his investment in Coinbase and how he's invested in Robinhood and Lyft and all of these other great things. And Nas will probably get, I think, $100 million off of the Coinbase IPO once everything clears after tomorrow and they go public and all of that stuff. So do you think there is a responsibility for the elder statesmen in hip hop to teach the younger generation? And do you think the younger generation wants to be taught? Because I saw something where you were talking about how when you were managing Waka, you know, you thought that you were just dealing with kind of like a handshake and that's your, you know, this is my family, this is my blood, I'm gonna take care of you. And he was kind of operating on a different type of principle. Do you think that the older generation has a responsibility to not just reach back and give financially and be sure that the younger generation is set up in a place with radio stations and TV? Do you think that the older generation has to reach back and has the obligation to reach back and teach the younger generation?
I really, you know, yes, they do. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna listen to you if I know you shooting game at me. You know what I mean? I don't see you helping nobody. I don't see the ladder coming down. So why would I listen to you? You feel what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Why would I listen? I'm not listening. You talking about, I know all four of us know what $1 billion is.
So yeah.
We know what $1 billion is. Yes. You can control your own radio station, and we the main consumers. Our culture is the main consumer. So why are we still working for people if we got billions and billions of dollars? Or do we really have that billions and billions of dollars?
That's the question.
That's the question.
Yeah.
Do you really got that money that motherfuckers are saying y'all got? You know what I mean? Or you projected in a certain amount of years to have that type of money. Because to me, it's like, why y'all not helping people? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. Especially as black folks, and coming from like where we come from. Like this culture is a culture that comes from nothing. So, I think
Showtime. Listen, let me tell you something.
All right.
You just said where we come from, right? You can go to the 70s, the 60s, the 80s, and all four of us having the same conversation. They've been having that same conversation. The same conversation.
How we change it though?
Somebody got to really do it.
Yeah.
What they doing is for our people. If we don't do it, the next generation gonna be us for on here like, yo, on the Showtime, they said this.
Well, Rich Girl has been around for the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and now. So she's been around for all those generations. So that's crazy.
No, but for real though, Showtime for real though. But like, what are we gonna do, man? You know, our so-called leaders, like Sharpton. You know, I never consider him a leader. My man got killed, right? My man Beezer, he got killed by the police. Him and his homeboy. There was in a car on my block. Police shot them in their head, both of them. All they do is smoke weed in the car. Bust both of them in the head, killed them. Right? Boom. Al Sharpton got a whiff of it. He comes to Queens. He meet with the parent. We in the hallway. He meet with the parent. He said, "Listen, give me $10,000. I make noise. With $20,000, we'll march." Took me back to Tawana Burley when she lied and said that white man raped her when he never raped her.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I can imagine what he got from them. So all the people that we look at and look up to, they not who they are. What y'all doing, keep it tight. Because nobody is gonna come for you to help you, or you know what I mean, these leaders and these so-called
ain't nobody gonna save us.
And nobody gonna save you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know who y'all running with or who y'all going with, but I gotta say this. You know, Trump was the best fit for us. Let me tell you why. For blacks. Y'all can say he a racist. We all racist. You feel me? At least I know who the fuck he is.
Rich Girl voted for Trump.
No, Bimmy, I've been saying this for we're on the same page with this. This is why I need to be in your movies and be in your assistant, because I have said this on the same.
But I'm gonna push back on that, Bimmy. I totally disagree with you, because even though you know who he is, he wasn't fit for that job, right?
Right.
You're not going to have a plumber come into your house to fix your TV, right? He was someone who's not fit for that job. He didn't have the experience, regardless of what his social beliefs were. He wasn't capable of doing that job. Now I didn't work a 9 to 5. RG has worked a 9 to 5. Green has worked a 9 to 5. We all then went into a job interview and faked it till we made it, right? And once we get in there and it get hectic and we like, oh Lord, like what they want me to do an Excel spreadsheet? I don't know how to do that. And then we end up messing something up. Like you can't be that as the leader of the free world. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be that.
He was that. You're saying he can't, and he did.
But he didn't do it.
He didn't do it.
Hold on, let me get this guy real quick.
Go ahead, Bimmy. I'll let you get him, Bimmy.
What did the president Barack Obama do for us?
What did he do?
I think he gave us hope.
Obama phone. Besides the phone.
No.
He gave niggas hope.
Way more than Obama phones. I think when you look at
you heard Green just say?
He said hope.
You grew up just like we did, thinking there'll never be a black president, right?
Real talk,
right?
What I did in my life.
Yeah, but now you don't.
I thought I was the president.
Right, but I'm just saying, we all grew up not thinking we would ever see a black president.
I didn't feel like that.
Every other black kid on earth had that thought. They don't think like that no more.
But let me tell you something. Let me explain something. Where I grew up at is that neighbor drug dealer nigga on that corner. He my president. I want to be like him. I don't want to be like Barack. I didn't experience that shit. I stayed in 9th grade for 4 years. You know what I mean?
Say what now?
Wait a minute, Bimmy.
Let me do the math on that.
You know how you go to your homeroom class and they say, okay, 901. Then the card, you do the whole year. The card, sometimes you're waiting for the other card to come in. You got 1001. I was 902. You know what I mean? I'm like, you motherfuckers kept me in that fucking homeroom class. I'm like,
was 18. Remember, you were 18 in the 9th grade?
25 in the 9th grade.
Yo, Showtime, I swear to God, I was 18 in 9th grade. With me, coat on, with BMWs parked outside. I was
why are you still even going to school at that point?
I don't know.
You were a professional 9th grader, is what you are.
That's what the Mr. Walker, I'll never forget this guy. He was a gym administrator. Mr. Walker said, he called me son. He said, son, why don't you sign yourself out?
You was 18.
I must be in college shit. I'm in high school. Howling in the hallways.
Like, I'm out for the day. Let me go to the office and sign myself out real quick. Like, I'm done. I'm
calling the people back. I'm done, Pat. Don't even call them their last name because you as grown as they are.
I start getting money. Then, and I want to go to school and show my clothes off, show my shit off.
You signing your own field trip slips and everything. Like,
I mean, I wasn't going on trips. I was buying everybody McDonald's. They don't want to go to lunch. You know, go outside. I'm buying everybody McDonald's. You follow, I had a whole pack following behind me to McDonald's. I was buying the whole.
Why didn't you just give up after like the second year of ninth grade? Like,
no,
why didn't you
just going there to have good time at that point?
Yeah, they kept sending stuff to my house. They kept sending little cards that your
choice or whatever. Yeah.
So I show up the homeroom, but I said to myself, I'm gonna bust out this year. About 2-3 months going to the year. Man, I was going on my bullshit. I was like, man, I ain't going to school. I'm coming to school. I'm cutting classes. I'm in the homeroom gambling. I'm just doing dumb shit.
But I never, and I think every high school has a story similar to that. So I had a dude that I went to middle school with, right? I think we were the same age. So we all went to Catholic school. We all went to middle school together, right? We went to high school. He went to a different high school than me. So one day in ninth grade, this is 94. He pulls up in the high school. We the same age. I'm 14. He pulls up in the high school in a brand new like gold act legend. So I said, wait a minute. How did you do that? And then he just shows me a wad of money. I'm like, yo.
No, he's putting in work.
Yo, Showtime. My teachers, right? They should be so mad at me, right? You know, in gym classes, when you got gym like 6th period or 5th period, I ain't staying on 6th period, 7th period, I leave. So I'm gone. So 5th period, they have like numbers and letters, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my number would be like probably G20. So I'm standing there. So you gotta, take what's this shit called? Attendance. So now teacher like, and now everybody sit down. Now you gotta sit down in an Indian style, whatever. They make everybody sit down. I'm still standing up. So me sit down. I'm like, yo, I got a mink on, bro. I'm not sitting. They send me to the principal's office. They send me to the principal's office with my mink. I go to my principal's office. The secretary, all the chicks looking at me like.
It's different, man. It's a different type of energy.
Yeah, it was just crazy. It was just crazy.
It's a different type of energy. So I ain't gonna hold you too much longer, man. I want to ask you just a couple. I want to play a quick game with you. I want to ask you a quick question. 5 questions. You got to tell me which one you choose. I'm gonna give you 5 hip hop groups or artists, and I'm gonna put them against each other. You got to tell me who you're going with. All right.
All right.
First one, Nas versus 50. Who you got?
50.
Huh?
You can't. You just said you're gonna ask the question.
Okay, right. You ain't telling me to back his answer up.
You're right.
You either gonna take my answer or not, nigga.
Thank you.
That confused me a little bit. Can you just tell me why?
I mean, like, that's the bro, man, and 50, his impact, it was crazy, dog. It was crazy.
Nas has the greatest record of all time, though.
What's that?
Illmatic.
Run DMC got the illest album all time. You told me.
No, Bimmy, no. Illmatic is the greatest hip hop piece of work ever created.
I mean, by who? By who law and by who? What book is written in?
Okay.
By me. It was.
Bimmy, I'm so glad you're here to let these Negroes know, because
Can I also say, Bimmy, if you're right, she just don't know nothing, Bimmy. She doesn't even know who Nas is.
I can't go with that. I can't believe that. I can't go with that.
You don't believe that Illmatic is the greatest body of hip hop work ever created?
RJ don't know nothing.
Oh, she doesn't. She doesn't. She doesn't. And Bimmy, let me just show you that, just so you know, I'm paying homage to Queens with the records in the back. If you just take a look real quick, I got the CNN joint, I got the LL Cool J joint. Like that's just my nod to Queens, just for you. Like I did that just for you.
LL was in my school, right? And he used to walk around with that same album, right?
Mm-hmm.
And And I said, yo, why you walking around in the hallway? And we in the hallway. Now mind you, we in school. I said, yo, why you walking around the hallway with that album? He said, this is my record. I need a beat. And I was like, that's your record? I said, you want to perform it? He said, yeah. All right, cool. I said, tomorrow, come down to automotive room. Now, automotive room was Mr. Gilchrist's room. Nobody go to Mr. Gilchrist's room because, you know, you fixing engines and shit, or you fuck your clothes up. So
you mink.
That was yeah, or the mink. That was somewhere we cut class at. And Mr. Gilchrist ain't give a fuck who's in this class. He was taking attendance. He don't care you go there or nothing. So I come in the room. I said, Mr. Gilchrist, I got some people coming in. You know, he gonna perform a record. You know what I mean? Yeah, he work on the engine. So he work on the engines. I got some girls, my man. We all in there. So LL come in, Career come from the back, and he performed on the beat. And I looked at L. I was like, and the record was crazy when I Need a Beat came out. And the next day, I looked from the hallway. He didn't come back to school ever.
Wow.
And I said to L,
he had a record player in the classroom.
No, Career bought the DJ equipment
into
the automotive classroom.
Yes, Gilchrist didn't give a fuck.
Y'all were on some different time, like
the crack era.
Yeah, I told L, I said, "Yo, why you didn't come back to school, bro? When you performed in the automotive room?" And he said that weekend he made $5,000.
Oh, that's it.
So, and he put it in his drawer. He said all he did all week was stare at me because that was like his first big money that he made.
Never coming back to school ever again.
Why?
Nah.
You're
done. Yeah, he's done. He's like, nah. All right, let me see. I got another one for you. Mobb Deep was.
Oh, you gonna debate me? I said 50.
No, 50. You can have that one. I don't agree, but you can have it. Mobb Deep or CNN?
Mobb Deep.
Okay, I'll go with that.
I agree.
I know where you're going with this next one. G-Rap or LL?
LL.
Showtime with you, G-Rap.
Huh?
Showtime with you, G-Rap.
How long you been married?
Who, RG?
No, you.
How long have I been married?
I'm married yet. You. Yeah, Showtime, you.
4 years.
4 years. Because I said LL, you like, Yo, G-Rap with LL Cool J. Like, that's crazy.
G-Rap
I know Showtime. He G-Rap. That's why he said that. I know.
G-Rap is hard.
Lyrically, I know, but I know why he said it. I would vote LL Cool J, but lyrically,
I think lyrically, G-Rap is better.
Lyrically, G-Rap is probably better for real.
Oh yeah,
LL Cool J makes better songs.
LL Cool J makes better songs. I'll go with that. He makes better songs. I'll go with that. That's great. I'll go with that. I know where you're going to go with this one. A Tribe Called Quest or Run DMC.
Come on, man. You got to do. You should have NWA or Run DMC.
Well, I'm doing all Queens. It's all Queens.
All Queens. Run DMC, man, the king of Queens, man. What's wrong with you? What? That's the king, man.
I disagree with that, but
what?
Green.
Word of mother. Green.
He does crack. If you didn't know, he does crack off camera.
Eat the records. You said over Run DMC.
Ask Green what he has to say.
I'm a bigger Tribe fan, but Run DMC had a bigger impact on the music.
That wasn't the question. He's tap dancing.
I'm a bigger Tribe fan.
Yo, just playing in the bush.
Run DMC had a bigger impact on rap in general.
I'm gonna say Tribe. I'm gonna say Tribe.
You gonna say Tribe?
I'm gonna say Tribe.
It's two different eras.
She don't.
I say Rum DMC.
Okay,
Rum DMC. She said Rum DMC.
Where's my bell at?
She said Rum DMC.
That was this. I meant my rum, my rum and coke.
Green, what'd you say?
I listen to more Tribe, but I can respect the Run DMC thing because Run DMC had a bigger impact on me on hip hop. Okay.
Let me ask you this, Ben.
Right now, where you at?
Who? Me?
I'm in Virginia.
Showtime, where you at, Showtime?
I'm in North Carolina, but we're all from Virginia.
We're all from Virginia.
All right, but where y'all at now?
I'm in Atlanta.
I'm in Virginia Beach.
Okay.
Bimmy, let me ask you this: how many classic albums does Run DMC have?
All of them.
Bimmy.
All of them.
He said Showtime. Stop challenging him.
Bimmy, the Crown Royal album, Bimmy.
You're right. You're right.
Come on, Bimmy. Thank you.
Right.
Come on, Bimmy. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
You're right.
Okay. All right. Last one. This is. Let's see. I think I know where you're going to go with this one. I think you're going to go with your home.
Okay.
Let's Onyx or Lost Boys.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I can't even think.
I watched both of their careers go with it. It was all in the park with me, both of them.
Who you got?
Fedro.
Who you got?
Onyx. You said Fedro. You said Onyx, right?
I gotta go with Onyx.
You going with Onyx?
Yeah, gotta go Onyx.
Okay.
Gotta go Onyx.
I thought you were going to go with Lost Boys because they're from Jamaica. I thought you were going to go with Lost Boys.
Onyx is too.
Are they really?
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Nigga,
well.
that's my boy. Both of them niggas have been in the park with me.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them.
Okay.
Both of them. Before they were professional rappers, they was in the park with me.
Yeah. Dope. I had another question I was going to ask, but I got sidetracked. I think that's all that I have.
Yeah, actually, you hear it because you're gonna have me some crazy. You talking about answer something crazy.
I'll take
that. I can know that.
I think Tribe has a more classic body of work, but Green said it's two different eras. But if I had to choose, if I had to choose, of course, Run DMC has the bigger impact. But for my personal listening pleasure, I'm going to take Tribe because I haven't listened to a Run DMC album or tape in years.
Probably. Well, we were both very, very young.
Very young, yeah.
Run DMC really started popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
So, like, when you listen to that, when you're 14, we were listening to Tribe as teenagers. Right. He was listening to Run DMC as teenagers.
As a teenager, right?
Who was out when Tribe was out?
Who was out when Tribe was out? Wu-Tang was out. You talking groups? Mob was out. Lost Boys was out.
I understand now. You already said you was a nerd, so Q-Tip was a nerd. Right, was a nerd. But them dudes is nerds. They from our hood. They from Linden.
Absolutely.
You said Wu-Tang. You said Onyx, Lost Boys, all was out, and you told me they were better than the other guys. Was better than Run DMC.
But this was Queens though. This is all Queens.
All Queens. You can ask Q-Tip. You can ask Q-Tip out his own mouth. I guarantee you say DJ Run will rip him.
Again, the body of work compared to the impact, those are two different conversations. I'm going body of work.
You ever heard of a rapper from Queens named Ross T?
No.
Google him.
He was nice.
Come on. Come on. Ross T. Pull it up. Nice. He's from Linden.
What's his name? Spell it.
Right where Tribe Called Quest is from?
Spell it.
Yeah. Pull him up.
R-A-J-T?
R-A-S. R-A-S. Pull up $1 Million Man. Play that for us right now. Play all that for all of us. Let them hear it.
Hold on.
Did he rap like Tribe?
No, he talked that shit. He talked
the Young Gun.
Yeah, his shit spit. His pen spit.
In an alleyway early this morning.
That's what I do.
When they brought him into the hospital. It looks like he's going
What's
to
his sound?
all the indicators point to foul play.
All right.
It's crazy, right?
For 170 Liberty. Not too many people know of him.
Well, it's me, Ross T, putting bodies on blocks, Giuliani under pressure, putting cops on the block, trying to stop the murdering. But I think it's too late, there's only 52 states, I got 108 and still counting, without a doubt, blowing back, shouting, niggas screaming and shouting for their life, for the mountain lights, like Cornet, cause I'm fit with that George Jappin, nigga get the clapping, I don't think it can happen, I'm a non-believer, from the north side of...
He's no Tribe Called Quest, baby.
Yo,
I feel like group home type.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah. He sounds like Lil Dap from Group Home.
I was in the Black Moon coming down. I was in the Black Moon. Moon series.
Yeah. He sounds like Lil Dap from the Group Home. So So last question. We were supposed to come back to the death of Jam Master Jay and the fact that they just recently charged someone, two guys with his murder, I should say, right?
The night of his murder, one of the guys they charged was in Jay's house, and they shot at him that night. Guys shot at him that night.
They shot at Jay that night.
Shot at that dude because they're saying he had something to do with it back then. Well, I didn't know what was going on. I go to Jay's sister's house because he was sleeping on his sister's couch. You know what I mean? He was in Jay's house, but they're saying allegedly he had something to do with it. I'm not saying it, but allegedly. But
what took so long for them to make an arrest, you think?
I mean, you got people that know, man, that know what's going on, and they need them to come forward. Streets
always know.
Yeah, streets always know. In his world, no, it wasn't back. No, it was Jay died years ago.
Yeah.
But when it's so when they don't find out who did it that fast, that means that somebody inside did it because everybody's quiet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Until something happened, and whoever's inside, they start talking.
Somebody finally leaked.
That's right. They back against the wall, but the word was saying that this person was down with it, that person was down with it, and they all know together. They all know each other very well. You feel me? So that's why it took so long to come out with it.
They try to get out of trouble.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and the guy that's in there, that's what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah, man. Definitely glad that they have at least made an arrest because that's one of those hip hop, and it's almost like hip hop deaths never get solved anyway. So
me personally, I'm not a nerd, so I want you to die on the streets. I don't care if they prosecute you because you can still get your honey buns, you can smoke your cigarettes, you can see old bitches, you can get some pussy, you can fuck them. So you gotta get him on the streets. That's why I don't believe in they got to arrest. Fuck that. Jay dead.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a king. No, that's a king.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's been an interesting journey, interesting conversation with Bimmy. You're welcome to come back anytime, sir. We would love to have you on the show. Your audition went well. I just want to let you know I'm gonna go back and review the tape, and then we'll decide if we'll offer you DJ Green's position.
Me and him gonna do a show together. How about that?
Oh, right. The Friendly Felons. I forgot. The Friendly Felons. Y'all got a show coming out.
The Friendly Felons.
Friendly Felons. Y'all got a joint coming out.
Yo.
So Bimmy, yeah, man. Thank you. Shout out to Madu for hooking this thing up, man. It's a real good guy right there.
Definitely.
Much success, Bimmy. We would love to have you back, man. We would love to have anybody from the show, man.
They're good people, man. Love to come back, bro.
Thank you, good brother.
Much success, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate
it. Any closing words that you want to give people, how to follow you, how to get at you, all that stuff?
Yo, Bimmy 118. I got a clothing line coming out. It's called Wolf and Sheep Clothing. I'm working on an ice cream deal with me and Big U, 2 OGs. You know what I mean? And it'll have quotes on the ice cream on the box, like quotes that teach the youth and teach not just the youth, but teach our generation, teach everything.
Yeah.
In a box. You can remember you grew up, your mom put the cereal box and always had a prize in it.
Right.
You go to the bottom of the day and get the prize out.
Put your whole hand in that joint.
Yeah, your whole hand. And so we want to put a prize in there where you can win a PlayStation, you can win
that's dope.
You know what I mean? A family,
right.
Orlando. You know what I mean? We're trying to do that with the prize in the ice cream.
That's dope.
Dope. Well, we take bribes, so if you would like to give us some of those, some of that product, then feel free. I got kids. RG has grandkids. Green has kids that he doesn't like, but
he trying to play you, RG.
No, that's a fact.
I'm a grandma.
She does. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. She's a grandma.
I know I look mad young, but I'm really old.
Yeah.
You're engaged?
Huh? Yep. I'm a fiance.
Tell a nigga don't believe in that, yo.
What?
Tell him get that date. You ain't on layaway.
Oh, hey.
Uh-oh. Put a date on it.
But she definitely likes to lay, though. Believe that. She definitely likes to lay. We're gonna let you go, man. We would love if you can get Big U to come on the show at some point, man. Feel free to shoot him a message. Let him know. Let we
coming out wolf and sheep clothing.
I take bribes, so feel free. I'll give you my address.
Is it women's or men clothing?
We'll wear it on the show.
Women's a lamb. You know what I mean? God said follow the lamb. You know what I mean? Women, niggas follow women. So it's crazy. The design, you're watching you see it. It ain't like, you know what I mean? And I got a lot of artists. I'm trying to break something right now. You know what I mean? With the music game. You know, I'm in VA now. Ready to check some new artists out.
What part of VA?
I'm in Virginia Beach.
Oh, are you? You're in my hometown. Go by and see my mom. Tell her I said, what's up? Mom, go get a meal. Go
I went to this burger spot today. Burger spot, they food was crazy.
What was the name of it?
What's the name of that joint? What's the name of that burger spot? Y'all know?
I want there earlier.
Ghost. What Ghost at?
Yeah.
Yo, burger spot was crazy.
Dope. Well, we're all from the 757, man. If you're looking for some dope music, it's a lot of dope music out there. Shout out to all of the dope artists. Shout out to the opioid era. Just shout out to everybody in the town that's putting out a lot of
crazy. I told these guys, right? We did a meet and greet today. It was nice. I told these guys, I said, listen, I'm explaining to you. This right here, this city, it ain't no untapped market.
Nah.
Got tapped. You just got somebody got to come throw the ladder down.
Oh, that's it.
Right. Yeah.
Writers, producers, artists. This is the land. You feel me? One of them, New York, Virginia. I'm gonna say Atlanta, but you got to understand is people migrating to Atlanta.
Right.
Virginia is you grew up here. You was here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Virginia, the best artists, the best music artists, and the best athletes come from Virginia.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You know, I don't know why the guys that got the torch ain't coming here and just open the door.
Yeah.
So you're looking for some Virginia artists?
Yes.
Well, Bimmy, again, I also rap.
What a coincidence!
Listen. We done. I'm going to strip club, y'all.
In Virginia?
Yeah, they wear baby suits.
Tell me how that goes.
They wear baby suits.
I've seen it.
He said he likes the hood.
All right. Yeah, we were late.
All right, we're gonna let you go, Bimmy. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, good brother. Be safe out there, man. Much love, much success. Keep doing what you're doing.
I fuck with you guys, yo.
Thank you, good brother. Be safe out there, okay?
Success on your show, man.
If you need somebody to commit a felony with, DJ Green is right there. He's right there. All right, y'all.
We can't be
around each other.
Y'all can't even be around each other. Like this is.
I think it's y'all not even supposed to do the show.
Yeah, this is a conspiracy waiting to happen. Y'all get me jammed up.
Out of here, man. Out of here. Come on, man.